Hello and welcome to yet another in the litany or whatever of Cliff Richard's 7-inch singles. 7 inches singles. These are from when I've gone on Discogs or somewhere like that and found a whole bunch of Cliff singles. Oh, I have. Well, obviously I thought, oh, I'll have those. First up is congratulations. So you may as well begin with congratulations. But don't you love how it says it's mint on the thing there? I don't know, with this ringwear I wouldn't exactly... I just love all of his clashing attire. But at least this one doesn't tell us it's for Eurovision. Maybe they were embarrassed, who knows. And next up is Some People. Next up is Some People, or Some People is Next Up, or something like that. This is... oh, it's one of these ones with big holes in them. Oh. It's got... someone's obviously decided to put their name into this or something. As you can see, it's sort of Campione Gratto or something. I suppose this is Italian or Spanish or something. When I first put my hand on it, I thought it was Braille. A bit like what Paul McCartney did with the back of the Band on the Run album, I think it is, where you can run your hands along it and it's Braille. But this is just, yeah, you can look through it too. That's just the strangest thing. I've never picked up a copy of a record that's had that before. When I was looking at it from the back, I thought it was just bad ringwear or something, but this is just grief. I know some people, hey, the way they store their records. Either that or there was a sibling that kept nicking off with them, so I'll fix you. And the B-side is actually written by Cliff. I remember seeing this and thinking, my goodness me, Cliff actually wrote a song. Because it seemed like he was always having hits with other people's songs, it was... I'm talking back then, thought that he wasn't a songwriter. And you get those sort of like where writing a song is kind of like pulling teeth. You know, what they can write is not too bad, but it just doesn't happen for them very often. And it's a thing called One-Time Lover Man. Wow. That would go for an awfully long time. And next up is, and I think this is in really bad, I better be careful of this, She's Leaving You. And this one is from Denmark. Don't you just love that brickwork in the background there? Well, at least I suppose they made the green match the colour scheme. That really kind of screams 1965, or thereabouts. Yeah, I've just looked at that. It's Cliff Richard T. Richard T. Yeah. And because the grey and the green blended in so well, I didn't realise the single was Big Ship. I want to be careful saying that too fast or singing it too fast or something like that. So we've got Big Ship by Cliff Richard. I suppose it's slightly phonetic. I don't know. Very odd. Anyway, back to me thinking that the single was actually She's Leaving You. I don't know this one. This one, I think, because there's a fair few singles Cliff had whenever that just either went under the radar or just simply weren't very good. Yeah, and the only reason why I've got it is because I'm a fan of his and therefore collect his stuff. But you can tell it's not really been looked after very well, can you? And oh, hang on the other side here you've got a top 10. So what have we got? The number 1 is Those Were the Days, Mary Hopkin. Next up is Cliff Richard and Die Shadows. That would be Die Shadows, given that it would be this is from Germany. I haven't played this because I should play this, but when you see, like I think Petula Clark did and artists like that actually re-record the songs in that specific language, Or you've got the ABBA album, which is all these Spanish translations of the likes of Thank You for the Music, which is Gracias por la Música, and my apologies if my accent's offended anyone. It's offending myself because I can't say it properly. And Du bist mein erster... You wouldn't think I did German for 2 years at school, would you? At least it doesn't have someone's name imprinted in it. And next up we have Blue Turns to Grey, which, as we all know, if you didn't, you will soon, is a Rolling Stones number. And this is also from Denmark. And judging from the photo, you got to kind of wonder what they're looking at, don't you? It just looks like such a cheesy pose. It's kind of like, okay guys, on the count of 3, look to your right. 1, 2, 3. But it's just so obvious that they're not actually looking at anything. Or they could be looking at something that's blue turning to grey, for all we know. Actually, the way they've got the songwriting credits on the vinyl is Richard Jagger, which looks a bit strange. Richard Jagger. I think it was probably a case of, let's get the Stones to write us a song. Never mind that it's actually not a very good song. We can at least say that we've done a Rolling Stones song. It's pretty average, sorry. And next up, Lucky Last, is a song I'm not really a fan of either, to be really honest, which may come as a bit of a surprise. I might have said it on one of the others. This, Mistletoe and Wine. Mistletoe and Wine. I've just never been a fan of it. It just... I don't know why. It just... Given some of the things I do like, you'd think that I'd be desperately in love with this. But no, there's just something, the cheesy factor about it or something. I don't know, but it's just one that I've never really warmed to. Mind you, he has done worse. Case in point, I just don't have the heart to tell you. But the extra bonus track, True Love Ways, he milks that one like crazy too, doesn't he? But yeah, with his beautiful denim jacket, it's so 1988. I mean, I like a lot of the stuff off of the Christmas album they did together. There's some good stuff on that, but I've just never been a fan of this. But yeah, maybe it's the lyrics, sort of the mistletoe and wine, all of that sort of children's singing Christian rhymes. I think it could be because of that overtly religious aspect to it. I don't know. I just... hey, it was a huge hit for him, so, what do I know? But anyway, on that note, on our mistletoe and wine, it's like, if I dangle the mistletoe above myself, does that mean I have to kiss my... Anyway. Thank you very much for watching. Please do all the likes and subscribe and the bells and the whistle and all of that sort of thing. Please take care of yourself, and hopefully I shall see you in the next one. Ciao. Christmas time. Shut up. That was directed at my attempt at trying to sing it, obviously, by the way. I just didn't have the heart to do it.